Less family, and welcome to today's edition of the Mouse Bites. I am Ricky, and I am here with all your latest Walt Disney World news, and hope you're having a great weekend. I hope that many of you saw Toy Story. I have not yet. It is on my list of things to do today, which is why I'm coming here a little bit early, but I'm curious as to know what you guys think of Toy Story 4. I was a little hesitant about the movie when I first heard about it. I was like, but Toy Story 3 ended so perfectly. I'm very excited to see what this new iteration of Toy Story brings us. But I know that many of you have seen it, so no spoilers. Don't share any spoilers, but just, let us know what you thought of the movie. I'm excited to go see it today. So I have a feeling I'm going to need some tissues, though. So probably should dig some of those out. But anyway, we have a ton of Walt Disney World news to get to this week. I think some major stuff happened. So if you have any comments or questions about anything that happened this week, make sure you ask those in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer those, whether it's be live or later in the future. So just make sure you ask those, and we'll get to those. But first things first, we are going to start off with the Disney Villains After Hours. Now, they have added a few special magic shots. So guests can get these magic shots in addition to taking part in some of the attractions, the entertainment offerings, and things like that. There are special ones with, as you can see right here, Maleficent. There's also a special one with Oogie Boogie, and they have a video version with Hades, which is kind of cool too. So if you are going to Disney Villains After Hours this summer at the Magic Kingdom, you are definitely going to want to experience these magic shots. Speaking of kind of villainy type events, Cruella's Haunted Halloween Hideaway is going to be taking place at the Magic Kingdom during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Now, this event begins at 9:30 on Halloween party nights. And it is going to include hors d'oeuvres as well as sweet treats and beverages, including beer and wine selections. Guests will also receive a reserved viewing spot for Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade. The cost of this dining experience is $99 per person plus tax. That is in addition to your ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So keep that in mind. More details about this event can be found on the Mouse for Less. So you can go search the news section and you'll be able to see all the details there. But if you're looking for another upcharge event within an upcharge event, this is an option for you. They started something very similar last year during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at 20th Town Square. That's where this event takes place. And so I guess they started rolling it out for the Halloween party. So again, if you're looking for something different and unique, that's your option. Moving on to a brand new restaurant for Walt Disney World, and that is Topolino Terrace. This restaurant will be part of the new Disney's Riviera Resort, and reservations are now open for the table service location. Guests will be able to experience a character breakfast featuring Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy. And then they will also be able to experience a signature dinner. So if you're looking for an upscale dinner experience, that's going to be a great option for you. The views from Topolino Terrace are supposed to be fantastic. You're supposed to be able to have some great fireworks viewing in the evening, so that's kind of nice too. We have the full menu listed on the Mouse for Less, so if you want to go look at that, you can go do that now. And you can make your reservations now too, so go ahead, enjoy some delicious signature food or nice new character breakfast at Topolino's Terrace. Now, the big news, of course, is that 2020 Walt Disney World vacation packages are now available. Hooray! I can hear the cheering. So if you're looking to visit Walt Disney World this upcoming year in 2020, now is the time to book your vacation package. There's a lot of things that are going to be open in 2020. I mean, first you have Galaxy's Edge, which, of course has already opened by that time, but you'll get to experience the Rise of the Resistance attraction, which will be opening it's supposed to open at the end of this year. So if you're going to have a vacation in 2020, you're going to be able to for sure experience that as well as the rest of Galaxy's Edge. Also, there's the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is also slated to open in the beginning of 2020, sort of beginning slash springtime. I think I'm hearing like a springtime opening for that. So that's exciting as well. And some other surprises that I think will probably be coming in 2022. So it's a great year to visit the Walt Disney World Resort. Big changes this week was that Walt Disney World annual passes have increased in price, and they have increased drastically. For the most case, for most of the platinum passes, they've increased about $200. Oh, ow, that one hurts. So yeah, if you are looking to become an annual pass holder, you are going to pay a little bit more. Thanks, Galaxy's Edge. So anyway, there's just no way around that one. That one hurt. That's never pleasant to have a $200 increase. Yikes. There's no good way to spin that at all. So moving along, another price increase, which also has no good way to spin. The Walt Disney World Resort hotels have increased their overnight parking rates. They are updated as following. Disney Value Resorts are $15 now per night. Disney's Moderate Resorts are $20 now per night. And the Deluxe and Deluxe Villas are $25 per night. So just keep that in mind. Now, this is for anybody who has booked a Walt Disney World vacation after June 18th. So if you've booked a vacation prior to June 18th, you will pay the previous price for the overnight self-parking. But if you did book one of those 2020 packages and you're having a car with you, you're going to have to pay the additional price increase moving forward. So just keep that in mind. That price increase, like I said, is per night. So just something to keep in mind when you're budgeting your vacation. It does show up on your hotel folio after your trip, so it is not something that you can prepay. So just keep that in mind too. I know a lot of people get surprised when they see that bill come in and they're like, wait, what's this? Thinking that they've paid off their vacation. So just keep that in mind. The overnight parking fee is charged at the end of your stay. Finally, Walt Disney World area resort hotels are going to be seeing those extended benefits that they were seeing this year. So guests who choose to stay at one of the select Walt Disney World resort area hotels will continue to be offered great Disney-related perks in 2020. These include things like extra magic hours and the ability to reserve fast pass experiences up to 60 days in advance. To find out which resorts are included in this, go check out the Mouse for Less. The news, we have all of them listed, but they include a lot of those Disney Springs area resort hotels that are right there by Disney Springs, as well as like the Four Seasons and a few others. So make sure you check out the Mouse for Less to find out all the details of what resorts are offering the extra perks that are not official Walt Disney World resorts, but they are official Walt Disney World resorts, if that makes sense. Anyway, so that's going to do it for all the news that I have for you all this week. Make sure that you are following along with us on all of our social sites. So, of course, you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram. Make sure you're following along with those. We've got our YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed over there. Lots of great content going out. We have our Practically Perfect Planning series that goes up every 2 weeks. And it's fantastic. This week we went over the value resort category and what those have to offer guests. And then we're also going to go through, of course, the moderates and the deluxe villas. So stay tuned for those. Yeah, we're getting ready to go down to Walt Disney World here in a couple weeks for the big 4th of July celebrations. So make sure, like I said, you're following along with us on all of our social sites so you get to have some fun with us while we're at Walt Disney World for the 4th of July. I am staying at Pop Century, so I'll get to see those gondolas in action as they are being tested for the first time ever. So that's kind of cool. And get to stay at Pop, see the new renovated rooms, which I haven't seen personally yet. And so I'm very excited about that. And we'll have some content about that. Although, I know at this point they're not exactly new, but they're new to me. So that's kind of nice. get to see illuminations one last time for the 4th of July. Now, this is the first time I'm actually getting to experience the 4th of July at Walt Disney World. So we'll have lots of information about what you can expect down there. But I am sad that I get to see the 4th of July fireworks, that I get to see illuminations as the final time. But I know that it's going to be spectacular. Have some other great things planned. So make sure, like I said, you're following along. Also, make sure you're signed up for our newsletter. The newsletter went out today, so you missed it, but it will be out in 2 weeks. So if you want to sign up for that, you can find out more information about that on the Mouse for Less. Also, I have mentioned this before, but we have our new news section. The new news section is up on the very right-hand side, and we share news daily about Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland, Adventures by Disney, and Universal Orlando. So if you're not following along there, you're missing all the news. So make sure you're following along there. And otherwise, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Mouse Bites. We'll see you all next week, okay? Bye!